What is up, guys? It's Ridio. Today we're talking about what you should be selling and what you should not be selling in the Cycle Frontier. I have now completed every single quest in the game. I have over 200 hours, so I feel like I can tell y'all what you do need and what you don't need because I'm almost done with the quarter upgrades as well. So I'm going to tell you what you need, what you should be keeping out of all these items, what you should be selling out of all these items, and we're just going to go over all of that as quickly as possible. And let's get right into it. Starting straight off with the items that you do not want to sell. These are the main ones you won't want to be selling and keeping every time you find one. We're going to start from the top left and go right, and then the second row left and right, so you know what I'm talking about. As I'm talking about it, I'm going to go over each item briefly and why you should not be selling it. Top left, starting off with Smart Mesh. Smart Mesh is the #1 item in the game you want to be keeping no matter what. If you find this item, honestly, try to get out of the game. It's used for many things. It's used for in-game crafts, as well as multiple quarter upgrades, and a ton of missions. You're going to need so much of this stuff. Keep it. Second is sample containers. Same for the first one. You're going to need them for quarter upgrades and missions. Keep them. Shard slicers. You're going to need them for missions and quarter upgrades. Keep them. Miniature reactors. They get them from puzzle rooms. You need to keep those for many things as well. Auto reloaders. You find them. They're very rare. Up to you if you keep them. I would say keep them. They are for weapon attachments. Derelict explosives. Derelict explosives are hard to find, and you're going to need them for in-game crafts and missions. Master CPUs. These are a little different. You need them for a mission at the in-game ICA mission. You're going to need 3 of them for that mission. As long as you have 3, you should be good. You also need some for quarter upgrades, so I'd keep more than 3. Resin guns. You're going to need them for multiple missions, multiple quarter upgrades. Portable labs. If you've done the missions, you still need 1 or 2 more for quarter upgrades. And the final one on this list, aluminum scrap. You need to keep these no matter what. I literally stockpile this stuff. You need them for blue armor crafts. You need them for oil pumps once you unlock them to craft them, and they're one of the best ways to make money in this game. And you need 12 each craft for oil pumps. I say keep every single aluminum scrap you find. Moving on, I'm going to give Veltecite its own little category. I'm going to talk about each one you should sell, don't sell. Do not sell the pink, which is the legendary Veltecite heart. Never, ever, and I mean ever, fucking sell that. You need those. Those are the rarest, one of the rarest items in the game. Do not sell it. The purple one, pure Veltecite, you need it for many missions. Do not sell those at all. They are also hard to find and annoying. Keep them if you find them. Do not sell them until you are done with all of your missions. As for the clear Veltecite, which is the blue variant, it's not as rare as the other two. I would still say keep these. There is multiple missions with them as well. If you have completed all the missions with them, then the only use you have for these is weapon attachment crafts. I would say always at least keep a stack of 10 of these on you. And if you haven't completed the missions, just keep everyone you find because they're really annoying to get. Now the final 2 Veltecite, which is cloudy Veltecite, which is the green version, I'm going to say keep at least 10 if you want to be able to craft blue armors. They're for crafting blue armors, or you can just sell them. Doesn't really matter. And for the flawed Veltecite, the common version, just sell the fuck out of those. Those things are shit. Fuck them. As for creature heads such as these, Stratterheads, Rattlerheads, whatever, these are very rare finds. They are not for any missions in the game whatsoever. They are strictly for selling or collecting. The decision is yours. Before getting into these next items, I do want to mention, if you are a new player, it's honestly just a good idea to keep 10 of every single item. Just keep a stack of every item. It's the best way to do it. But getting right into these items, starting with the hydraulic piston, you do need these in-game for crafting oil pumps, and you do need them for some missions. I would say keep 10 at least. It's just what you should be doing. Fertilizer, keep a lot of these fertilizer, to be honest. You're going to need a shit ton. For missions, keep as much as you can because you will have to be going back and back and back and back for this fertilizer. Keep as much as you can until you finish some missions. The indigenous fruit, keep at least 10 to 20 of these. You're going to need them for missions and quarter upgrades. Copper wire, you need a fuck ton of this for missions. Keep it if you have the space. I would say at least keep 10. You will need it for a lot of missions, but it's super easy to get, so don't worry too much about that. The CPUs, keep them, and keep a lot of them if you like crafting blue armor. If not, then you really don't need these very much. Biological samplers, once you complete the missions for them, there's not really any uses for them other than a couple quarter upgrades. Kotak multi-tools, only keep these if you really care about crafting attachments. Blue runner eggs, once you complete the mission to turn in 3, like at the very beginning of the game, if you've already done that. Honestly, I haven't found a single other use for these blue runner eggs. Don't even worry about them. Medical supplies, you do need a lot of these for in-game quarter upgrades, like 20 to 30 of them, but they're not super important to keep other than for one mission. So definitely keep 10 of these on you. Titan ore, I would only keep if you plan on crafting purple armor, but at the current state of the game, purple armor is not very good, so these aren't really that important to keep. So sell them if you need the money and the space in your stash. Now things like focus crystals or jewelry, I'm going to go ahead and say sell those. Focus crystals and pure focus crystals are used for a few missions. You can keep a stack of 10 if you want, but they're honestly super easy to get in the jungle. So I'm going to go ahead and say sell focus crystals. They're good money. Jewelry is very easy to come by. Sell it. That's really just for money. Now obviously I'm not going to go through every single item in the entire game. I've went through most of the main ones, if not all of the main ones that you need to be focusing on. And if I haven't put it on this list, then really it's not that important, or it's something more end game that if you're played that far, you're gonna know what you're doing and you're gonna know what you need to do with those items. This is more of a beginner's sell or don't sell. Anyway, if this video helped you, please leave a like, subscribe. I really appreciate it. I hope I was able to give you some insight on what you should be selling and what you shouldn't be selling. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video. Be sure to take it easy, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace out.